One of the things that you knew you had to do with the Bulls in the beginning here in Chicago, and then moving on to the Lakers, especially with Kobe Bryant, and you knew you had to create a team, you had to build a team. And one of the ways you did that was the one breath, one mind. Can you explain how, and what did the guys think of you coming in with your Zen stuff? Here you are.
I never couched it in Zen stuff. I approached it with mindfulness.
Mindfulness, yes.
A lot of our players in the NBA are from deeply religious families, very much like my background.
Yes, yeah.
And, anything that would be a conflict of their religious beliefs, I didn't want to touch or get them upset about it. And
Isn't it interesting how you knew that because you'd come from that?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we talked about mindfulness as being, as much as we pump iron and we run to build our strength up, we need to build our mental strength up. We need to build our mental strength so we can focus, get one-pointed attention, and so that we can be in concert with one another in times of need.
Mm-hmm.
When you come off the court, you've had a bad call, things going wrong for you, you sit on the bench, you take a breath, and you reseat yourself, you reset yourself. And you do that through this mindfulness. You just come right back in and collect yourself. So we practiced mindfulness, is what you have to do.
So you would literally have the guys sit in stillness.
That's right.
Meditating.
That's right. Taught them how to hold their hands, where their shoulders had to be, the whole process of being in upright situations so that you're not slouched and you're not going to fall asleep. And they bought into it.
Would you do this before every game? You would do this regularly? You would do this?
We introduced it, and we introduced it in training camp. And then day of games, we started using it. And it ultimately became a process where...
It's like centering yourself.
That's
centering,
right,
yeah.
just getting back and being centered.
Did you not also have them play in the dark at one point?
It wasn't totally dark, but I wanted them to get the idea of being able to do things that are just out of the ordinary, like silence day. You have a day of just silence. There's a lot of chatter in basketball, and rightfully you want players to be talking to each other and communicating with each other. But sometimes in practice it gets too verbose and guys are yelling and having fun with each other and teasing each other. So I tried to take things out of the ordinary and make them something special so they'd understand the difference.
And so were the guys receptive in the beginning to these new ideas about mindfulness and being able to master the game from the inner?
I think they tolerated it, and I think the reason why they tolerated it, this is one of the things I talk about in the book, is about being authentic and coming from who you are and what you think is important. I mean, Oprah, I tried Tai Chi with the players. They were doing Tai Chi, and we tried yoga. We tried a bunch of things that didn't stick. The players were like, I'm too tired after practice to do yoga. I've got tendonitis of the knee. I can't get in a position that's right for Tai Chi. But I wanted to give them opportunities to explore some of those things. But what did stick was meditation. That was always something that was able to stick with these guys.
So powerful.
Yeah.
And then you move on to the Lakers. Were your mindfulness practices as embraced as they had been in Chicago?
I think those guys would have laid down and let me run on top of them or something when I first got. They were very, very receptive. There was hiccups along the way, without a doubt. But as far as being willing learners with an open mind, they're very accommodating for me, and I'm very gracious and glad about that.
You actually say in the book that, driving a basketball down the court could be one of the most mundane, day-to-day, boring, as you describe it, activities, but being able to find the sacred in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
To put spirit into it. You have
Put
to get
spirit into
spirit
it.
back into things.
Yeah.